Running a veterinary practice takes skill, grit, and a whole lot of heart. But when it comes to the financial side, that's where a lot of practices or practice owners start to feel stuck. If that's you, you're in the right place and you're definitely not alone. I'm Cassie Sykes, enrolled agent and founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax. Every week, I go live to break down the financial side of running a profitable, sustainable veterinary practice without burying you in spreadsheets or industry jargon. Why do I share this all for free? Because financially strong veterinary practices lift up everyone involved, including you, the owner, your team, and most importantly, the animals you care for. And honestly, going live each week helps keep me grounded. It's how I stay connected to this amazing community and help and keep growing right alongside you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. Slideshow, there we go. Each session is packed with practical strategies to help you manage cash flow, boost profits, and make clear, more confident business decisions. If you know another vet who could benefit from this, tag them or share this video. Even if you're watching the replay, I'll see your comment and respond. So today we're going to talk about compensation models and how to know when yours isn't working. In case you're new here, I'm Cassie Sykes. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax. I've spent more than two decades helping individuals and business owners make sense of their numbers, minimize tax stress, and build stronger financial systems. As an enrolled agent, I'm federally authorized by the U.S. Department of Treasury to represent taxpayers in all 50 states. Whether it's routine filing, long-term planning, or resolving complex tax issues, I help clients cut through the noise, get clear on what's happening behind the scenes, and make confident financial decisions, from audits to cleanups to strategy calls. I live in East Texas with my husband and two teenagers, and let me tell you, some days explaining tax law is much easier than figuring out teen logic. But between family life and financials, I've learned that clarity, structure, and a little humor go a long way in keeping things on track. So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic because this is one you won't want to miss. So here's the reality. The way you compensate your team is directly tied to your profitability, your cash flow, your retention, and even your mental load as the owner. And if you've ever had that nagging sense that you're bringing in good money, but somehow it's not translating to more cash in the bank, or if you've hired a great team, but morale is slipping and you're not sure why, or if payroll keeps getting harder and harder to run, there's a good chance your compensation model is working against you, not for you. It's not just about choosing salary versus production. It's about whether the structure you're using actually fits your practice in its current stage of growth with its current team and financial goals. So let's go through 4 of the most common warning signs I see in veterinary practices and what you can do to fix each one. The first sign is that payroll is eating up too much of your revenue. So again, the first red flag is payroll costs are out of alignment. And I'm not just talking about hourly wages or DVM pay. I mean the entire compensation package across the whole team. That includes taxes, benefits, PTO accruals, bonuses, continuing education stipends, uniforms, retirement matches, all of it. So if your total team compensation is running above 50% of your gross revenue, especially before you've paid yourself as the owner, then that's a big problem. I've seen plenty of practices who feel busy and have great top line numbers, but when we look closer, payroll is eating half or more of their revenue before they even look at rent, supplies, or debt service. That's not sustainable. So the way to fix it is to get everything in one place. You need to know your true payroll costs, not just what you see in Gusto or on your paychecks. Then you can benchmark. Are you overstaffed? Are certain roles overpaid based on production? Do you have too many admin hours that aren't generating revenue? And if the numbers are off, it may be time to rethink your pricing, your staffing ratios, or the actual compensation structure itself. The sign number 2 is one that stings. especially when you care deeply about your team and have worked hard to build a solid clinic culture. If your most productive, most reliable team members are pulling back, not pushing forward, you need to ask why. Are they feeling undervalued, burned out, capped out? Sometimes we look at bonuses and assume they're motivating people, but inconsistent or confusing bonuses can actually do the opposite. If DVMs can't predict what they'll earn, or if the production targets are unrealistic, they stop pushing, they coast. And you don't always see it right away. They still show up, they're still polite, but that spark, it's gone. So the way to fix it is to start with transparency. Does your compensation model clearly show how earnings are calculated? Is there a structure where great performance is rewarded consistently? If people are doing 500,000 in production and only seeing a fraction of that reflected in their income, they'll start exploring other options or mentally check out, sorry. One of the best fixes is to build a tiered system where high performance leads to clear, predictable earnings. And revisit your bonus structure every year because your production goals should reflect your annual actual fee structure, case mix, and capacity. Sign number 3, if you dread payroll week, we need to talk. If your compensation model takes hours to process, if you're recalculating production, fielding questions from team members, correcting errors, manually tracking bonuses or sick time, that's costing you far more than time. The mental fatigue adds up, and it usually means your compensation structure is too complex, too manual, or just not set up to run at scale. The way to fix it is to simplify. I've worked with clinics who had beautiful spreadsheets. Beautiful spreadsheets that only they could understand. When we switched them to a streamlined structure with automated reports from the PMS, clean data in QBO, and clearly communicated rules, payroll took 80% less time, and there were fewer questions from staff because they understood it. So if your compensation model is creating chaos, it's not just a back office issue, it's a business risk. Sign number 4 is you can't hire without overpaying. This is kind of a silent red flag, but a serious one. So if you're constantly having to offer above market wages, massive sign-on bonuses, or inflated starting rates just to get people in the door, your compensation model isn't doing its job. What often happens is that your pay bands are flat. There's no room to grow. So instead of offering structured growth, you're forced to start new hires at the top just to make the offer attractive. That throws off internal equity, frustrates your loyal team members, and hurts your margins. The way to fix it is to get a compensation ladder, not a flat line. So you need to start by defining job levels, not just job titles. Then match those levels to pay bands that align with your clinic's revenue, your region's market rates, and your profit goals. That way you can hire at a fair entry point and offer raises based on tenure, skills, certifications, or production, not desperation. If you're unsure what those ranges should be, that's something I can help you figure out in a consult. Just to recap, the 4 big warning signs that we covered. So if payroll is more than 50% of your revenue, if your top performers are disengaging, if you're wasting hours on payroll, on doing payroll or completing payroll, processing, that's the word I was looking for, processing payroll, or if your hiring means overpaying. So the common thread here is your compensation model isn't just about paying people. It's about supporting growth, maintaining retention, protecting profits, and keeping your life less stressful as an owner. If you're seeing one or more of these signs in your practice, this is exactly the kind of thing we address in a free profit and cash flow analysis. It's a no pressure call where we walk through your current financial setup, your payroll, pricing, staffing, and profit structure. And I'll show you exactly where the pressure points are, what's costing you the most, and how we can fix it. You'll walk away with clarity, not just numbers. And if we're a good fit to work together, I'll explain what that could look like too. You can book your free call at the link in the comments. I'd love to help you untangle this so you can get back to living your team without the financial fog. Before you go, I want to share an incredible resource designed to elevate your veterinary practice's financial success. I've put together a free ebook just for you called 7 Financial Strategies. Inside, there are steps to increase profitability, improve cash flow, and make smarter financial decisions for your practice. You can grab your free copy in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with other veterinarians. If this is something you want to implement in your own practice, don't forget to book your free call, and we'll get you all the info you need to help you do it right. Next week, I hope you all join me. We're going to be talking about what everyone's talking about, the new One Big Beautiful Bill that was signed recently by President Trump. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks. Bye. And